job done.
I was made for this! What is all this?
We call them options.
Options? Don't make me laugh.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
The gifts have all been opened, and the holiday rush is over. Now is the perfect time to get to Steinhoffel's year-end sale for a little me time. During the year-end sale, you'll save 35 to 50% store-wide. On top of that, find clearance specials and closeouts throughout the entire store. If it's a new sofa you want, maybe a new mattress, or a bigger dining set, you need to get to Steinhoffel's year-end sale. Only at Steinhoffel's and steinhoffels.com.
Update your bathroom with a fresh paint color and a new faucet from Menards. For a beautiful look that stays clean, choose DuraClean interior paint from Dutch Boy. It's a paint and primer in one that's stain resistant. Pick up a gallon of interior flat paint for just $19.98 after rebate. Finish your update with Moen. This Hilliard series complements any bathroom design and features 5 unique spray settings. Right now, save big on Moen shower faucets.
Save big money at Menards.
Top of the news today, last night's snow caused a slippery commute for Dane County residents this morning, and more snow is on the way. And a Dane County man accused of killing his parents will soon stand trial. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us. Let's head to the Weather Center. Julian Seawright has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. A white Christmas 2 days late.
2 days late indeed, Mark. As we woke up this morning, plenty of snow. We hit about 2.5 inches here in Dane County if you did not see. But one thing we are going to be talking about, folks, is we are going to see this once again. Going into tomorrow is what we have an alert day for. Wintry mix for light snow, freezing rain, and rain mixing into snow. And that snow could be accumulating about 1 inch to 3 inches, possibly throughout the duration of the event for tomorrow. We'll get into more details about that throughout the rest of the show, but for right now, let's talk about our current conditions. The system that we saw from early this morning has moved itself out for the most part, so now we are just looking at dry conditions, but we're still holding on to fog here in Dane County. As we can see, 36 degrees as of right now. The cloud cover has not cleared up just yet, but we are looking to exceed that clear up as we go on throughout the rest of this afternoon. Temperatures will still top out into the upper 30s, and we're going to be seeing some clearing as we head towards the nights. But temperatures in southern Wisconsin, upper 30s for the most part, 39 in Boscobel with 37 in Janesville and 36 apiece in Monroe and Madison. As we take a look at wind speeds, breezy on the western side of southern Wisconsin. As we can see, the teens are holding firm in Platteville as of right now, which is also going to be showing in for our temperatures. We're going to have some wind chills later on, but we're going to talk more about the snow that's on the way in just a few moments. Until then, let's toss it back to you, Mark.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Julian. Thank you. Stay up to date on the latest conditions in your area with our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecasts, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. The city of Madison is reminding residents to shovel their sidewalks. All ice and snow needs to be cleared by noon tomorrow. They also want residents to know it's against the law to shovel snow into the road. It has to go into your yard. And if a plow pushes snow up onto your curb, it's still on you to remove it. Repeat offenders could face a ticket of $100. Looking ahead to next week, the murder trial for Chandler Halderson is set to begin. Jury selection starts January 3rd. The 23-year-old is accused of killing his parents and hiding their bodies. Halderson pleaded not guilty over the summer. The trial is expected to last 3 weeks. New at noon, this week's Badger women's basketball game has been canceled. Wisconsin was set to play Purdue at the Kohl Center on Thursday, but the game was called off because of COVID concerns. The decision was made by UW medical officials after several positive COVID tests were reported in the Badger program. Those who have purchased tickets to the game will receive more information via email. And 3 more college football games won't happen this week, also because of COVID concerns. The Military Bowl, the Fenway Bowl, and the Sun Bowl have been canceled. 5 bowl games have been affected by the virus so far this year. Meanwhile, the Badgers are set to play Arizona State on Thursday in the Las Vegas Bowl. The team left Camp Randall on Friday. Wisconsin AD Chris McIntosh says he won't make the trip after he tested positive for COVID. We'll have full coverage from Vegas all this week. It starts tomorrow here on News 3 Now. A reminder, the game is a late one. Kickoff is set for 9:30 Thursday night. The finishing touches are being added to the floats in this year's Rose Parade. This year's theme is Dream, Believe, Achieve. Last year's parade was canceled because of the pandemic, but despite COVID concerns this year, both the parade and the Rose Bowl are expected to go on. Utah will play Ohio State at 4 o'clock on New Year's Day. As the Omicron variant continues to spread throughout the U.S., top health officials fear the holidays could make COVID numbers soar even higher. Deborah Alfarone has more.
President Biden and his COVID response team are briefing the nation's governors as Omicron cases sweep the country. Daily cases have spiked to more than 176,000 people. That's the highest rate in nearly a year.
Obviously, a lot of infection happening around the country. What I'm worried about is people basically not being careful at this moment. I do think it's safe for people to gather, but the best way to do it is make sure everybody's vaccinated, at least all the adults are, and then use rapid tests if you can get them.
Home tests sold out at many locations, forcing many people to spend part of the holiday weekend waiting in lines to get tested.
I have a procedure that needs to be done, COVID testing before my procedure, and now they're telling us that they're not doing it no more.
President Biden has vowed to increase testing availability by opening federal testing sites and also buying 500 million at-home COVID tests with plans to mail them out for free. But that won't start until January.
At this point in the pandemic, we should not be at a point where it's hard to get a test.
Health officials continue to push for all Americans to get vaccinated and boosted, even though the country is seeing more breakthrough cases with Omicron.
The good news is if you're vaccinated, and particularly if you're boosted, the infections tend to be very, very mild.
New York City's vaccine mandate kicks in today. Private sector employees are required to have at least one vaccine dose by today, with no way to opt out with regular testing. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
And New York businesses that refuse to comply with the city's vaccine mandate will face fines of $1,000 per infraction. Those fines will increase if the business still refuses to comply. As COVID cases continue to surge, Israel is planning to roll out additional booster shots. The country has started trialing a fourth dose, that is, of the Pfizer COVID vaccine for at-risk residents. Initial results from this study expected by the end of the week. Top scientists have also suggested the extra shots for healthcare workers and people over 60. A Virginia family received a special Christmas gift this year. Habitat for Humanity built them a new 3D printed home. The 1,200 square foot concrete house was built in just 12 hours. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths. They say the house's concrete can withstand natural disasters like tornadoes and hurricanes. This is the first 3D home built for Habitat for Humanity, but the organization is planning to make more. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Retail sales were up this year, and a city in Vermont is putting parking fines to good use. Details coming up in your latest Money Watch report.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, restoring normal and natural functionality where it counts most. Call now and receive an ultrasound. Your initial consultation all for free. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-512-1753 or go to sonobello.com now.
Hey, got a great deal at Toyotathon.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon.
You too.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon. Yeah.
Got a great deal. Okay.
It's the final days of Toyotathon.
Yes.
Time for you to get a great deal.
Right now, during Toyotathon, get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2021 RAV4, RAV4 Hybrid, Venza, or CHR.
It all ends January 3rd.
Toyota, let's go places.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Closed Christmas Eve with a little holiday cheer. The Dow was up 196 points, the Nasdaq gained 131, and the S&P 500 rose 29 points. Consumers went on a spending spree this holiday season. According to MasterCard Spending Pulse, sales were up 8.5% from last year and 10.7% from pre-pandemic 2019. That's the fastest pace in 17 years, even as shoppers face higher prices, product shortages, and the Omicron variant of COVID-19. Purchases of clothing and jewelry fueled that splurge. And the city of Burlington, Vermont has decided to donate half of all overdue parking fines to a local food pantry through the middle of January. The city says collectively residents owe about $900,000 and hopes this new Fines for Food program will inspire residents to pay off what they owe while helping feed their neighbors. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. Monica Ricks, CBS News, New York.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 230 points. The Nasdaq up 181. The S&P 500 up 48. Up next on News 3 Now at noon, we'll share the latest egg numbers and a new recipe from Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Plus, Julian will be back with your full forecast when we come back.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes.
This new year, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible.
This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it, and I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This new year is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Snow on the ground is welcome news for area ski hills.
Josh Bryder is live at Tyrell Basin to tell you what they're doing to make sure you have a great day on the slopes.
And an alert day is in the forecast. We'll give you what you need to know for tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Wisconsin Politics 2021.
What genuinely surprised you this year?
News 3 Now's Naomi Coles leads a panel of state political journalists to help make sense of a chaotic year and preview what's to come in 2022, starting Wednesday at 6. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn this week, so here are your farm numbers. Is more snow on the way? Julian is here now with the first warned forecast.
That's right. We are looking at more snow on the way. That's why we have an alert day in the forecast for... Yes, that's right. We have an alert day in the forecast. Happy Monday, everyone. We have to start off with something not being perfect for today. But what we're looking at is the alert day. Going into tomorrow and for tomorrow night, we have a wintry mix and some light snow that will be seeing a bit of that freezing rain and mixing to snow going into our tomorrow. So that's what we're going to look at, about another inch, maybe even 3, possibly, as we go into tomorrow as accumulations. Now, what we are looking at is a bunch of systems, really a lot of active weather along the U.S. as of right now. But this system that we're going to be looking at is the one over towards the west, which has brought in plenty of snow already, going to make its way into the upper Midwest, and that's where we're going to be seeing a bit more snow accumulations as well. But for today, what we're going to be seeing is clearing skies. It's going to be pretty quiet, even though we'll be on the breezier side as we approach our evening commute. And then going into tonight, once again, we're going to see those temperatures drop into those low 20s. And then as we go into our Tuesday morning, close to the noon hour, that's when we're looking for that system to start to roll in from us, coming in from the southwest. As we get into the later part of around noon, lunchtime, that's when we're going to start to see some snow really starting to band in to much of the southern Wisconsin area. Then as we go into the later part of the evening, we're going to be seeing light snow and potentially areas that will be just above the freezing point. We'll be seeing that mixture of that freezing rain and wintry mix throughout parts, but it'll be very brief because we are looking at light snow throughout much of the event. We're going to be clearing out as we go into tomorrow night, but what we're looking at in terms of snow accumulations and totals, we're looking between 1 to 3 inches as possible, but some areas could even see about 4 inches. So this is the range that we are going to be looking at for much of southern Wisconsin. Nothing too crazy, but still going to be seeing just a good little snowfall. Now, on top of that, the areas in the brief moments that we will see a bit of that wintry mix, we could be seeing here in Madison just 1/10 of an inch of ice to be falling as well to accumulate. But aside from that, as we go into the rest of our afternoons, 37 degrees outside. We're all looking at cloudy conditions. The fog is starting to lift just a bit, but it's still pretty low in visibility around southern Wisconsin. As we can see improvements, but still into the single digits, and 2 miles for Janesville and 5 miles over into Platteville as of right now. We haven't seen the most improvement here in Madison because we were just about 2 miles, not even an hour ago. Now we're about 9 miles as well. But for our commutes, just know as we go into the rest of this afternoon and evening, fog and slick spots are still going to be a bit of a factor as you're going to be traveling around today. So just make sure that you're taking caution whenever you are driving throughout the rest of this evening. Temperatures and once again, the conditions will improve just a bit as we head into the rest of our afternoon and evening hours. We're going to be seeing clearing, but then we're also going to be seeing some more cloud cover coming back. And the above average temperatures are going to last for today and tomorrow. Then we are going to be seeing colder temperatures heading into the new year. But of course, this light snow and the wintry mix is the one thing that we're going to be keeping our eye on and is why we are alerting you of what to look at. After that, we are looking for welcoming in the new year of potentially seeing more wintry mix and even some snowfall into our New Year's Day. But aside from that, once again, we're plummeting into some cold temperatures, low 20s. Then we're going to be on the quiet side as well until we get into about New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. Then we're going to be looking at light snow, and heading into Sunday, we're going to be seeing some real cold temperatures on the way, Mark, as we're going to plummet into some teens. But the cold looks like it is here to stay. We're not going to see a random 60 pop up out of anywhere as of right now.
All of a sudden, it's winter.
All of a sudden, it is winter, and it looks like it's here to stay to start off the new year.
All right, Julian, thank you. Up next, how does a big bowl of macaroni and cheese sound right about now? That's what Howard's cooking up in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
As the weather gets cooler and cooler, our cravings for comfort food seems to get bigger and bigger. Foods like soup and mac and cheese seem to be on everyone's must-have list. And if those sound good to you, but you can't decide which one to make, no problem, because we've taken the best of both and rolled them into a hearty one-pot dish that's to die for. We begin by bringing a pot of water to a boil. To that, we add a good amount of frozen mixed veggies and the macaroni from a package of boxed mac and cheese, along with a bit of salt and pepper. After it comes to a boil again, which takes about 5 minutes, we slowly add in some milk, the package of cheese sauce from the box, and a good amount of shredded cheddar cheese. Once it simmers for a bit and the pasta is tender, it's time to grab a ladle and dish it up. Whether you serve this in a crock or in a big bowl, I promise you'll hear all sorts of oohs and ahs with every spoonful. To get the recipe for our creamy, dreamy macaroni and cheese soup, all you have to do is check out our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a doubly comforting way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Up next, Linda Barch with the Bruce Company is answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 608-270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Distracted drivers cause serious injuries.
The driver behind me was on her cell phone, rear-ended me. I absolutely would recommend Hupy and Abraham. They know how to get you all the money that you deserve.
Tell them, you mean business.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now, there's Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it.
It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order this New Year's and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
Tiffany's daughter was struck in a hit-and-run accident.
We only had one opportunity to get this right.
She called Hupy and Abraham.
Hupy and Abraham knows how to get what your family definitely deserves. And they really do mean business.
Poinsettias, I think the trick with those is that
Okay, Linda Barch is from the Bruce Company's taking your calls at 608-270-9933. Hello, Linda.
Hi, Mark.
You were still talking.
I was. I thought I was on the air.
Well, you're on the air now, so 608-270-9933 if you have any questions for Linda Barch. We got a lot of poinsettias out here in the studio. What's a good way to keep those going for a while?
The trick with those plants is that they don't need direct light, but they do like indirect. And sometimes people buy poinsettias and they're just going to treat them as a holiday plant, so they don't worry about the light. But if you want it to last longer, it should have some, indirect light, and the watering is critical. They don't want to be real dry, otherwise they start to drop those lower leaves. Evenly wet, not sitting in water, is a good way to think about it.
So take it out of the foil when you water so it doesn't sit in water?
Well, you can leave the foil there, but I usually suggest that you cut a slit at the bottom, because otherwise you can't tell if they're sitting in water in that foil.
And little snow overnight is actually good for our outdoor plants, right?
This was a godsend. We were so bone dry. We haven't had rain in such a long time, and plants, especially evergreens, need to go into winter well hydrated. Otherwise, they're going to have desiccation of their foliage and browning. So this was badly needed.
All right, let's go to the calls. We'll start with Pat in Beaver Dam. Hi, Pat. What's your question?
Hi, I have a perennial cactus that I was given that can handle the winter in Wisconsin, and I moved it by the driveway, and I was wondering about the snow being blown on it. Should I put something around that to protect it?
Well, the cactus, is it a prickly pear? Is it one of those flat pad-like cactus?
Yeah, it's flat. Yeah, pad-like. It gets a big, beautiful red flower. All over it, reddish orange flowers. But it lasts, it handles the winters.
It probably, as long as the snow is not, this is heavy, wet snow, so that's not ideal. But no, sometimes it's difficult to put something like that down and that not to get disturbed. So if we have light snow, that actually is a good way to insulate that plant.
All right. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Brenda in Portage. Hi, Brenda. What's your question?
Hi. I was wondering what is the best way to transplant a Christmas cactus?
Well, I would say that what I would suggest is you wait until closer to spring, maybe February, March, because then we start to have longer day length, and the whole transplanting process, you're going to be adding more soil. So the trick is to not upsize it any larger than, if you have it in a 4-inch, don't go any bigger than, probably a 5 to 6 is the biggest, because adding all that soil around there, and you want to use a cactus mix, even though it is just a succulent. Use something that is designed for succulent or cactus so it drains well, and then don't overwater it as you're getting those new roots to explore that additional soil.
Okay, and wait for spring. Oh. All right, thanks for
All right, I will do that.
All right, thanks for the call. Let's go to Kathy in Prairie du Sec. Hi, Kathy. What's your question?
My question is, I have an orchid plant, and I've had it for probably 2 or 3 years, and it has like the ear roots that are kind of hanging all over. And my question, I had actually 2 with this plant. Can I cut back on those ear roots, or should I just leave them? And the other things with the new shoots of leaves that are coming out, I have some that are yellow. Can I just break those off, or should I just leave them and let them fall off?
The new leaves are looking yellow. That's not a good sign. The older leaves, if it's something at the base of the plant, that's not a problem, because they're just casting off the older ones. If it's yellowing at the top, then you may be causing a root rot. Those aerial roots are very important to be left on. Because when you repot that, you will actually get rid of the old brown aging roots, and you'll actually set it down in the new pine. I like to use that chunk bark as a medium for my orchids. It seems to work a little bit better than like the peat moss type, the sphagnum moss. I rot my orchids if they're in sphagnum moss, but in the chunk bark, it seems to drain well and be good.
All right, good luck with that. We are out of time. Linda, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mark.
And thank you all for calling in. We'll do this again next Monday. Here's Julian, one final check of the forecast.
Well, heading into the evening commutes, just know we're looking at clearing conditions, but temperatures will start to drop already as we're looking at around the 5 o'clock hour into those lower 30s. And tonight will be freezing once again. But ahead of that system that'll be rolling in, bringing in some snow, just expect that snow to roll in around your lunchtime hour for tomorrow. And we're going to be looking at around 1 to 2, maybe even 3 inches of snow and 4 for some areas. But then we're plummeting in temperatures as we head towards the new year. Over to you, Mark.
Winter's here. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.